the Ninja Bros.
We're still in the cave. We're still fighting trainers. We're gonna desperately try to come up with topics for this episode. The last one ran really long, and now we're wasted.
Yeah, man. How do you feel about rocks?
I was trying to think of a joke with Maud Pie from My Little Pony, but I couldn't remember. What's it? What do you mean? Maud Pie was great. Like the best character in the show.
I don't care about Maud Pie.
She makes rock poems. It was like the funniest episode of ever.
That was very funny of ever. Yes.
I made some videos. They were good.
Sweet. I watched them.
Made a lot of money.
They were good, yeah.
I talked about that already.
I watched the new season of Louie.
How's that?
It's one of those, it's kind of like watching Archer, where you're like, right, it's a new season, the last one ended on a good note, which means we have to reverse every bit of progress we made at the end of the last season, at the beginning of this season. It has to be the most depressing season, and it has to have not a good ending at all. It has to just be soul-crushingly morose the entire time, and then it's just like, well, I feel like I finished watching Louie at the end of the 4th season, and now I don't need to watch it anymore. Like, 5th season is just depressing. What's the point?
I don't get Louie a lot of the time. Okay, it's obvious what the show is doing, right? It's about, like, the awkwardness of the human experience.
It's just kind of trying to be real. Like, it's just trying to be real life.
Like, it's supposed to be this surreal take on real life.
Yes.
But then I was watching a scene with you. You were watching it, and I walked in, and it's like this whole part where Louie's like hanging out with his friend who's like a total douchebag.
Yes.
And the whole scene, like, I stood there for like 4 or 5 minutes. Nothing funny happened.
Yeah,
and it was annoying. The guy was annoying, and I was just like...
It was just like a cringy guy.
Like, it felt like what hanging out with an annoying person would feel like.
Like, it's almost never funny or trying to be funny.
It wasn't, like, clever or interesting. It was just, this guy is a douchebag. Watch it for 4 minutes. Here's this guy being a douchebag.
Certainly this latest season was not...
Why?
In its prime. It's like, is he done? Because, like... Season 1 and 2 were kind of just, like, around. You were just like, alright, well, that was interesting. And then 3 and 4 I thought were pretty good. And they had some nice moments in it. And then 5 is just kind of like, back to Season 1, but more sad, less funny, you know.
I think I watched 4 episodes of Louie Season 1, like, when I first really got into Louis C.K. The show was pretty new. And then, like, I just couldn't take it. Because it was just so... depressing, and I was like, this is not gonna make me feel good. Like, this is gonna make me feel like shit. Why am I watching this? You know, and like, I don't know, it's just so awkward. It's like, why would I want to deal with this?
I was gonna talk about how I think Netflix is becoming my A1 Pictures.
Oh yeah, share this
because they just make a bunch of shows. I don't like any Netflix show. I've never liked a single Netflix show except for like BoJack Horseman. And like, even though, did that start on Netflix or did it start on like FX? Okay. But even like their newest season of fucking what's it called? What they bring back? Arrested Development. It's pretty and it's just like everything they make like has the fake look of good quality, and like people seem to really eat it up. But I always watch it and I'm just like, this is just hollow. It feels like nothing to me. Yeah. Like it's just not good stuff at all. Like, I watched that stupid show, fucking Love, that aired, and, like, I was upset for days after watching that show. And, like, I couldn't stop ranting about it. Because it was just so fucking pointless and, like, just empty. And then fucking, there's this other new show where the guy who played Job from Arrested Development has his own show now. And I was like, oh, maybe it'll be funny. It's him, and I'm watching it, and it's like, it bills itself as a comedy, and then you get into it, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be one of these morose comedies, or, you know, kind of like Louie, where it's not really funny, you know, it's just kind of dark. And then I watched 10 minutes of it and went, I'm not gonna enjoy this, and I stopped. And then I guess Hope had watched the entire first season one day because she was just like feeling like shit, and she watched the whole first season, and she was like, yeah, you didn't miss out on anything, it's exactly what you said it would be from the first 10 minutes. I'm like, what do you know? Another mediocre, boring, pointless Netflix show.
And
I don't like Orange is the New Black. I think it's fucking obnoxious. I didn't like fucking Jessica Jones. It's fucking obnoxious. I watched 3 episodes of Daredevil and got to the cool fight scene that was an empty attempt at a cool fight scene that you could see a million better ones, you know, in the same style, because it's just ripping off Old Boy and not really doing the best job of it. So it's like, what the fuck is the point of these shows?
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable comparison to my feelings on A1. Haven't quite reached the level of like cranking out like constant shit yet, but
they're starting to put out a lot of shit. Like that show Love, and like it was like that, and then the new season of House of Cards, and then this new show with Job, and it's like back to back to back. I've never watched it, but I don't think I don't feel motivated to watch it because I don't like Netflix shows. So
yeah, that one's like the primo one.
Yeah, but then, you know, I'm like, will it actually be good as everyone makes it sound, or is it going to be another thing that I just dislike inherently? You know.
Right. What did you think of Knights of Sidonia?
Oh, the anime?
That? Yeah.
I only watched the first episode. I don't remember.
It's a Netflix original dub.
Yeah, but the Netflix original means they bought it.
Yeah. Which is hilarious.
Because a lot of, you know, they do make their own Netflix original programming, like House of Cards and shit, but most of the stuff that they put Netflix original on, if it's like an anime or something, it just means it's only on Netflix because they bought it and no one else can have it.
You know, they bought Ajin, the one I said they were going to. Because I was like, at the beginning of the season, I was like, Netflix is going to get this because it's from the same people who made Knights of Sidonia. It's the same style. It's not nearly as good, but they're going to buy it. And sure enough, they did.
They got it.
Don't know why.
Adult Swim got Dimension W.
Yeah, Dimension W is kind of popular, and I can totally see it as an Adult Swim show.
I guess. It had that style, but then I'm like, we haven't seen the rest of that yet. We don't know if it's going to be any good. Why'd you buy it so fast?
Yeah, it was a little...
It was like after 3 episodes, and it's like, dude, the first 3 episodes were pretty mediocre.
I mean, they run a lot of shit on Adult Swim. Like, they ran a Kame Ga Kill. Like, you know, what are the standards?
But those were at least huge first, you know? Like, they were already over and big by the time Adult Swim got
Dimension
to
W is kind of popular.
Yeah.
And I mean, they ran Space Dandy, which had no hype at the time, because it was brand new. But
that was fucking Cowboy Bebop, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's it is definitely odd-ish.
Look at this grid. Come on. We're so close.
Well, we're on a new episode, so we still have like 15.
I know. I still want to get out of the cave, and we're almost dead, man.
Yeah, that's a concern. We woke up.
My guys are on the last leg. Don't think he has any legs.
Please look up the video Elfin Leg.
Oh god.
By My Japanese Animes.
We're all about that. Yes! We made it out of the cave, and there's more traitors!
Run straight to Lavender Town. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Oh my god! It never ends. Yay! Dude, I can get a ghost!
Goose.
Motherfucking ghost.
Who are you gonna put away? Are you gonna get rid of War Turtle?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna get. Well, I'm gonna get rid of Voltorb. I just caught him so I could use Flash.
Voltorb.
I might get rid of War Turtle because we don't need him. You know, we can just get a different water Pokemon.
Do you want Mankey around?
I'm not sure. He got some neat fighting attacks, but then my Sandslash has fighting attacks, so I feel like he really covers ground, rock, and fighting.
Yeah, Sandslash is pretty baller.
Yeah. I was thinking I'd get rid of Sandslash after I beat Lieutenant Surge, but he's fucking kicking ass, so I don't know. He's a cool Pokemon.
Pidgeotto's gonna stay.
Pidgeotto's gonna destroy the fighting gym. Yeah. Well, I guess if I catch like a Ghastly, he can destroy the fighting and the
I forgot there is a fighting gym in this game because it's not a badge gym.
Is it? Oh yeah, it's like a bonus gym.
Yeah, you just go there to get Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan.
But I can get Ghastly and then I can get Vulpix, and that'll probably complete my party. I think I want Vulpix, because I've never had one. Is that in this game, or is it
yeah,
like
you get it to
a specific...
I don't know if it's Growlithe or Vulpix, but you get them to the left of this town of Lavender.
Yeah.
So if you just go to the left, you could probably get one right now.
Well, I want to get Ghastly first. I don't need that yet. You need that for the grass gem.
Yeah, but it's also good against Ghost. Fire's good against Ghost.
I need to get the self scope or whatever, right?
No, not.
Or do I get that after the tower?
You get that later. You get that from Giovanni.
Okay.
In the next town. Although you might have to come back.
Yeah, don't you come back to the tower?
Maybe. I think you have to do part of it first and then come back. I don't know, man. Fucking figure it out. Suck my ball sack. Suck my ball sack.
Eat Hadouken balls. I am showing.
What were we talking about before?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. Something bad.
Before we escape
Netflix
the cave.
sucks.
Oh yeah, Netflix. Shit.
A1 Pictures.
Man. Oh man. Me and
Gary.
Oh yeah, you fight
Cunt?
cunt here.
All right.
Me and my buddy Goat Jesus, fellow anime analyst extraordinaire, were talking about how much he hates Erased. And he's just because he was doing these videos where him and his friend were like doing reactions to Erased.
Dude, double Pidgeotto.
Basically, just like the YMS Pokemon videos.
Yeah.
Although he was not even aware of those, but like it's a similar style, and he's doing Erased, and like he did the first 3 episodes, and he was like kind of ragging on it, but he kept saying like I don't even really hate it, but then he caught up on the show and he's like, now I hate it.
Really?
He was like, this show fucking sucks. Because the thing is, and this is the argument I've been saying, because people keep messaging me on Twitter and telling me that this show, that I was right all along. Like every
They've already been doing that?
Every new episode that comes out, it's 10 episodes into a 12-episode show.
Yeah, I mean, if I've seen every episode, I didn't think like it got that downhill.
Almost every episode, people have.
But I also didn't think it was fucking Citizen Kane from the first episode. Right. So like, it's about the quality I expected it to be.
Well, you didn't find whatever twist was in episode 10 to be annoying, because a lot of people did.
Oh, maybe I didn't see the latest episode yet.
Yeah, a lot of people were ragging on episode 10 and saying like, oh, it finally went to shit. And like, people were messaging me this, and like, but then Mother's Basement, the guy who's been against me the whole time, still loves it. He thinks it's amazing, right? He keeps tweeting about how great it is. I'm literally getting a ton of messages in my Twitter inbox. Digi Bro was right. Erased sucks. And then Jeff going, oh my god, the new Erased. And so I'm talking to Goat Jesus, and he hates it. He hates it for basically the same reason I did. He was like, the main character's fucking boring. Yes. The plot is fucking boring. And at first you're thinking, well, okay, it's boring, but maybe it'll get good. And then it doesn't get good, and you're like, never mind, it's boring. Which is what I said was gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm
right about everything. A1 Pictures always fucking sucks.
Oh god, I'm dead. No.
It's such like a... I really want to make a video about it as soon as it's over. Because, like, I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
And the way I'm gonna start the video is with a comment of someone going, you just hate this show because it's A1 Pictures. And I'm thinking about doing this with a green screen. I'm going to show that comment on a green screen, and I'm going to walk onto the screen, and I'm going to go, how does that make any fucking sense? Because people legitimately think that I hate Erased because it's A1 Pictures.
Yes.
But the reason I hate A1 Pictures is because I hate all their shows.
Yes.
I don't hate the studio for no fucking reason. That would be retarded. That is stupid. Why would anyone think that? And like, there's this thing that I don't get with people online, where they assume that you're an idiot about most things. And I'm like, if I'm able to make coherent thoughts, if you've ever watched... I've had people say things like, Digibro makes some good points, but he feels these stupid ways about this and this. And I'm like, if you understand that I am capable of coherent thought, how can you then assume that I believe something so stupid?
Yeah.
As I hate this studio and therefore I hate all their shows. That is stupid. And it's stupid to think I think that. I hate A1 Pictures as a result of hating all of their shows.
Yes.
I don't go into their shows thinking, oh, I'm gonna hate this one. Why would I watch it? I watch all their shows going, is this gonna be the one that proves me wrong? Is this gonna be the good A1 Pictures show? And then I go, nope. Because it never is.
Falls on its ass.
And it always happens. And the reason I hate them is mostly for the shows that go to shit. It's not for the shows that start shit. It's the ones that go to shit. So when Erased started and I went, this is pretty mediocre, it's probably gonna go to shit. And then everyone's messaging me going, it's gone to shit. And I'm like, that's what happens. It's an A1 Pictures show. They go to shit. I don't know what it is. It doesn't make any sense because it's not like A1 themselves are writing the shows. So how is this happening? How do they have such terrible taste in scripts? I don't get it. They've, like, it's... Even the shows I like by them go downhill. Yeah. Like, Sora no Oto, I've talked so much about how I love that show. Even that show, the later episodes are not as good as the early ones. Like, it's just the way their shows work. I don't get it. It's weird. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy.
Losing your mind. He's got Kadabra.
Abracadabra.
The same. Wow. Fuck you, dude.
One day I'll
Motherfucker.
One day I will watch all of Shinsekai Yori and all of fucking Your Lie in April and all of Anohana, just so I can rip on them and finally put the meme to rest. The meme that those are the good shows.
Oh yeah.
How can you hate A1 Pictures when they did Shinsekai Yori? Because it sucks. It's fucking boring and terrible. All of the dialogue is disjointed and weird. There's exposition dumps that last entire episodes. The character designs are fucking hideous. The world looks like shit. The animation changes style constantly for reasons that are completely unknown to me as of episode 4. It sucks. It sucks. I don't understand how anyone made... Like when people tell me the show is good, I'm like, you had to have made it past episode 4 to form that opinion, and I don't understand how you made it that far. So you must have a fundamentally different view from me, because I can't get past episode 4.
Yeah.
But I will one day, for the sake of analysis.
Let's get caught in a long yawn.
We finished that gym battle. We've got enough time in this episode.
Cool.
So,
is it over?
Yeah, it can be.
Alright. I'm tired.
Yeah. Next time on Digi Bros.
What time is it?
More poke. It's 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's enough.
And go to lunch tomorrow.
Yay.